Hello, this is Alex speaking. I invite you to watch and listen to a new author's story on my channel. It will be an engaging experience filled with endearing characters, exciting plot twists, and heartwarming moments.
In the heart of a bustling metropolis, where the rhythm of life danced to the beat of hurried footsteps and blaring car horns, two souls embarked on a journey that defied the chaos around them. Emily, a young woman with a mane of fiery curls and a spirit that burned just as brightly, navigated the city's labyrinthine streets with an artist's gaze. Her eyes held an insatiable hunger for the vibrant colors, intricate details, and fleeting moments that most people overlooked. With a worn sketchbook clutched against her chest like a treasure map, Emily roamed the city like a modern-day explorer, capturing the essence of life with each pencil stroke and brush of paint. Her passion was palpable in the way she meticulously rendered the play of light on a dew-kissed flower petal or the laughter shared between strangers on a crowded subway. James, on the other hand, was a man of structure in a world of randomness. Tall and lean, he walked the streets with purpose, his eyes scanning the towering buildings that seemed to touch the sky. To him, the city was a canvas of a different sort, a testament to human ingenuity and the stories etched into the very bricks and mortar. As an architect, James believed in the power of lines and angles to create harmony. His heart raced not only when he saw a completed building, but also when he glimpsed the scaffolding and blueprints that hinted at the potential within. Every structure held a narrative, every corner a history, and he found himself piecing together the puzzle of the city's skyline with a mix of awe and reverence. On a particularly gloomy afternoon, rain painted shimmering patterns on the windows of a cozy cafe nestled between towering giants. Emily sat by the window, her fingers tapping a rhythm on the table, lost in a world of her own creation. The sketchbook before her was a portal into her thoughts, capturing the delicate balance between the mundane and the extraordinary. It was at that moment, a serendipitous collision of circumstances, that James entered the cafe. His clothes were adorned with raindrops, and his usually well-coiffed hair had surrendered to the weather. Seeking refuge, he shook off his umbrella and found himself drawn to Emily's corner. Her art held him captive, each line, each stroke was a whisper of life's secrets. As if guided by an invisible hand, James approached Emily, a hesitant smile tugging at his lips. "Your art is remarkable," he murmured, and the words sparked a conversation that flowed like a symphony. Their words were an exploration of their souls, as they shared tales of inspiration and ambition, dreams and aspirations. Time seemed to melt away as they spoke, the cafe's chatter fading into the background. The rain outside continued its gentle dance, a backdrop to the blossoming connection between these two kindred spirits. The hours stretched into moments, and the initial stranger became a confidant. Emily's sketches were no longer just drawings, they were windows into her heart, and James found himself yearning to be a part of the world she captured. And so, in the heart of the city's tumultuous rhythm, Emily and James embarked on a journey that would forever intertwine their lives. Little did they know that their shared passion for art and architecture would be the foundation of a love story that defied the odds, a story that would paint the city with hues of romance and symphonies of connection. In the heart of the city, where the rain fell in a hushed symphony against the cobblestone streets, a quaint café stood as a sanctuary against the weather's whims. The scent of freshly brewed coffee mingled with the earthy aroma of damp leaves, creating an ambiance that invited both solace and contemplation. On this particular rainy afternoon, the café's interior glowed with the soft light of hanging bulbs, casting warm, golden hues on its eclectic mix of wooden tables and mismatched chairs. The raindrops tapped gently on the window panes, as if sharing a secret conversation with the world inside. Emily, with her unruly curls and an air of quiet intensity, occupied a corner table by the window. Her gaze was fixed on the outside world, yet her mind was adrift in the vast expanse of her imagination. A worn sketchbook lay open before her, its pages adorned with delicate lines and smudges of color that captured the essence of the rain-soaked scene beyond. With a pencil clutched between her fingers like a wand, Emily breathed life into her sketches. The rhythmic strokes of her hand mirrored the rhythm of the rain, and her eyes danced across the pages, a reflection of her inner dialogue with the world she sought to recreate. The café bustled around her, but she was in a world of her own, as if the universe itself had paused to watch her create. As fate would have it, James, drenched and slightly disheveled, stepped through the café's threshold. His wet shoes left small puddles in his wake, a testament to the battle he had faced against the rain. Shaking his umbrella free of excess moisture, he surveyed the interior, his eyes immediately drawn to the corner where Emily sat. He watched her from a distance, captivated by the grace with which her hand moved across the sketchbook. Each mark she made seemed deliberate, as though she was weaving a spell to conjure the beauty of the rain-swept world onto her pages. Her profile was illuminated by the soft glow of the window, an ethereal silhouette against the backdrop of gray. James found himself irresistibly drawn toward her corner, his heart echoing the rhythm of the raindrops. The urge to see her work up close was too compelling to ignore. With tentative steps, he approached her table, the creaking floor beneath his feet nearly drowned out by the ambient sounds of chatter and the clinking of cups. When Emily finally looked up from her sketch, their eyes met, a moment suspended in time. There was an instant recognition, a shared understanding that transcended words. It was as though they were characters in a story, their paths entwined by an unseen hand. James's smile was genuine, a reflection of his appreciation for the art that had drawn him near. "Your work is incredible," he said, his voice carrying a hint of awe. Emily blushed, a mixture of surprise and pleasure washing over her. "Thank you," she replied, her voice soft yet resonant. And in that instant, a connection was forged, one that started with raindrops on a windowpane, unfolded within the pages of a sketchbook, and would continue to bloom like a flower nourished by the rain. Their encounter in the café was a serendipitous collision of two worlds, one that held the promise of a love story as intricate and beautiful as the art they both held dear. The rain outside painted delicate patterns on the café window, each droplet a percussionist in a symphony of nature's making. Inside, the atmosphere was warm and cocoon-like, a haven where time seemed to slow down to allow for meaningful connections. The soft glow of pendant lights cast gentle pools of light on the worn wooden tables, creating a sense of intimacy within the bustling space. With a cup of steaming coffee cradled in his hands, James took a deep breath and approached Emily's table. The excitement of sharing his appreciation for her art mingled with the flutter of nervous anticipation. He cleared his throat and, with a warm smile, broke the silence that had surrounded her. "Your artwork truly caught my attention," he began, his voice carrying the lilt of genuine curiosity. "The way you capture the world around you is nothing short of magical." Emily looked up from her sketchbook, her eyes meeting James's with a mixture of surprise and intrigue. The corners of her lips curled into a soft smile, and she gestured to the seat across from her. "Please, join me," she invited, her voice as inviting as a whispered secret. As James settled into the seat, the rain continued its gentle rhythm outside, as if nature itself were an audience to the unfolding encounter. The initial awkwardness that often accompanies strangers' conversations was conspicuously absent. Instead, their words flowed effortlessly, as though they had been having this conversation for years. They spoke of art, the very essence of Emily's being, and of architecture, James's true passion. Their stories blended like colors on a palette, each revelation a brushstroke that painted a vivid picture of their individuality. Emily shared the stories behind her sketches, the moments that had inspired each stroke of her pencil. James, in turn, spoke of the towering buildings that whispered stories of resilience and innovation. Their words delved deeper, like explorers venturing into uncharted territory. The layers of their personalities were peeled back one by one, revealing vulnerabilities, dreams, and aspirations. They talked about the little things that made their hearts race, a breathtaking sunrise, the way the city changed with the seasons, the beauty in the details that often went unnoticed. Their connection deepened, as though they were unraveling the threads of their own life stories to weave a tapestry of shared experiences. The café hummed with activity around them, yet it felt as if an invisible bubble enveloped their table, isolating them in a world of their own making. The rain's rhythm outside seemed to synchronize with the tempo of their conversation, punctuating their words with gentle pauses and cadences. Laughter intertwined with the ambient sounds, a testament to the joy they found in each other's company. The initial strangers were now like old friends, their souls finding harmony amidst the cacophony of life. As the afternoon waned and the rain began to taper off, their conversation didn't falter. It deepened, like a river finding its course. In a world where dreams were often brushed aside, they had found a haven in each other's presence, a refuge where shared passions and unspoken connections spoke louder than the chaos that surrounded them. And as they exchanged stories, aspirations, and whispered dreams, they unwittingly etched the first strokes of a love story that would forever bind their hearts. As the days melted into weeks, Emily and James found themselves entwined in a tapestry of shared experiences and growing affection. Their connection, once ignited by a serendipitous encounter, had taken root and blossomed into something that defied the fleeting nature of time. With the city as their playground, they embarked on explorations that mirrored the adventurous spirit of their hearts. Each day brought a new chapter to their story, woven with the threads of laughter, discovery, and whispered confidences. Together, they ventured through narrow alleys that held echoes of history, wandered through bustling markets that sang of diversity, and paused at viewpoints that offered panoramic vistas of the city's sprawling grandeur. Hidden gems became their treasures, secret spots became their sanctuaries. A park bench overlooking a tranquil pond became their refuge from the urban frenzy, where they shared dreams as the sun dipped below the horizon. A rooftop garden, with twinkling city lights below, transformed into their own private universe, where they danced under a moonlit sky to the rhythm of their hearts. Every moment spent in each other's company felt like a stolen chapter from a fairy tale, a narrative unfolding with enchanting beauty. The city's cacophony seemed to hush in their presence, allowing their whispers and laughter to echo through the spaces they inhabited. Time slowed as they reveled in each other's stories, embracing the unspoken magic that had intertwined their lives. Emily's sketches underwent a transformation, as the vibrancy of James's presence infused new life into her art. His candid smiles, his contemplative expressions, and the way his eyes lit up when he spoke about his architectural visions, all of these became captured moments on her canvas. Her sketches became windows into her heart, a testament to the connection they shared. Likewise, James found himself inspired by Emily's passion for art. The lines of buildings he had once seen as purely functional now held a hidden grace, a dance of form and function that he sought to emulate in his designs. He sketched not only structures but also emotions, weaving the stories they had shared into the blueprints of his imagination. As their love story unfolded, it was as if they were crafting their own fairy tale, a story of two souls who had found each other amidst the hustle and bustle of life. With every shared glance, every touch that lingered a moment longer, they were writing a narrative that would endure the test of time. Their connection was like the city they called home, complex, intricate, and ever-evolving. Each day was a brushstroke on the canvas of their love, adding depth and color to a story that was uniquely theirs. And as they explored the city's streets and each other's hearts, they discovered that love, like art and architecture, was a masterpiece that required dedication, passion, and an unyielding belief in the beauty of the world they were building together. In the midst of the bustling city's ceaseless motion, Emily and James had discovered a sanctuary, a space where the noise of the world receded, leaving only the melody of their shared moments. Their connection had become an anchor, grounding them in a reality where time seemed to bend to their will. Their love story unfolded like a carefully composed symphony, each note played with the tenderness of stolen glances and the warmth of gentle touches. In their private haven, they found solace, a respite from the chaos that surrounded them. The cacophony of life was muted by the intimacy they shared, a cocoon of calm in which they could truly be themselves. Their love, delicate yet resilient, was like a flower in a hidden garden. Just as a flower unfurls its petals in the embrace of the sun, their hearts blossomed in each other's presence. Every shared laugh, every vulnerable confession, was a step towards unraveling the layers that shielded their souls. The depth of their connection was evident in the way they finished each other's sentences and understood unspoken emotions with a single glance. They became each other's confidants, sharing the secrets of their hearts without reservation. The weight of the world seemed to lift when they were together, leaving only the purity of their connection. Their stolen glances held unspoken promises, and their gentle touches conveyed a depth of feeling that words could scarcely express. In a city that often demanded more than it gave, they provided each other with unwavering support. Their love became a steadfast lighthouse in the storm, guiding them through life's tumultuous waters. As they navigated the challenges that inevitably arose, they did so hand in hand, drawing strength from the knowledge that they were not alone. Successes were celebrated with a fervor that mirrored their shared dreams. Emily's art exhibitions became showcases of their intertwined journey, and James's architectural achievements were milestones in a narrative they co-authored. And in the face of setbacks, they found solace in each other's arms, a safe haven where tears could flow and wounds could heal without judgment. Their love story was an ongoing dance, a dance of compromise, understanding, and unwavering dedication. They learned to harmonize their ambitions, balancing their individual passions with the collective goal of building a life together. Like skilled choreographers, they wove their paths into a seamless routine, never missing a step even when life's rhythm changed. Amidst the canvas of city streets and the tapestry of shared moments, Emily and James had built a love that was enduring, an artwork that held the vibrant strokes of their emotions. Their journey was a testament to the power of love to transform the mundane into the extraordinary, the ordinary into the magical. And as they faced the world hand in hand, they knew that their love story was a masterpiece in its own right, a reminder that amidst life's chaos, love had the power to create beauty and meaning. With the passage of time, Emily and James's relationship evolved like a masterpiece in progress. Like the changing seasons that painted the city with different hues, their love story took on new shades and dimensions. The city itself transformed into a silent witness, observing the blossoming of their affection as it played out against its vibrant backdrop. As spring melted into summer, their bond deepened further, intertwining their lives with a seamless grace. Every shared experience became a chapter in their ongoing narrative, and every glance held the weight of unspoken promises. They continued to explore the city, finding new corners to imprint with their memories, while their hearts grew fonder with each passing day. Then, one evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with a canvas of orange and pink hues, James took Emily to a rooftop garden that overlooked the city's skyline. The air was tinged with the scent of blooming flowers, and the gentle breeze carried the distant echoes of city life. Lights began to twinkle in the buildings below, mirroring the stars that emerged in the night sky. On that rooftop, with the city sprawled out before them like a sea of dreams, James dropped to one knee. He held a small box in his hand, a vessel of hopes and dreams, and his eyes shimmered with a mix of nervous excitement and unwavering devotion. Emily's heart raced as she looked into his eyes, sensing the gravity of the moment. "Emily," James began, his voice a mixture of vulnerability and determination, "from the moment our paths crossed, my life has been brighter, more vibrant. You've brought color to my world, and I can't imagine a future without you by my side. Will you marry me?" Time seemed to stand still as Emily gazed at the man who had become her confidant, her partner in adventure, and the love of her life. Her heart swelled with a mixture of joy and emotion, her mind a whirlwind of thoughts and feelings. All around them, the city's lights danced, like witnesses to a love story that had flourished amidst its streets. A tear of joy escaped Emily's eye as she nodded, her voice steady with certainty. "Yes," she replied, her smile radiant, 1,000 times, yes. In that moment, the rooftop garden became a sanctuary of love, a place where dreams converged with reality. The city, their ever-present companion, whispered its approval through the twinkling lights that adorned its buildings. Their embrace was a promise, a commitment to build a life together amidst the bustling tapestry of life. And so, against the backdrop of a city that had witnessed their journey from strangers to soulmates, James and Emily began a new chapter. A chapter that held the promise of a forever entwined in love, shared dreams, and the beauty of the world they had discovered in each other's hearts. As the seasons continued their graceful dance, Emily and James's love story reached a crescendo, the symphony of their journey building to a wedding that would forever etch their union into the tapestry of time. Their special day was a celebration of love, dreams, and the harmonious blend of two souls that had found their counterpart in the bustling city they called home. The wedding venue, chosen with meticulous care, was a reflection of their shared passions. Nestled within the heart of the city, it exuded an elegance that spoke of history and a modernity that resonated with their aspirations. The air was alive with anticipation, as guests arrived dressed in their finest attire, ready to witness a love story that had captured their hearts. As guests entered the venue, they were greeted by a visual symphony, a collaboration of artistry that embodied Emily and James's unique bond. Emily's art adorned the walls, each piece a testament to the depth of her emotions and the beauty she saw in the world. The vibrant colors of her canvases danced in harmony with the carefully curated architecture that James had contributed, merging the worlds of art and design into a seamless whole. The ceremony space was a work of art in itself, a fusion of architectural splendor and creative expression. A canopy of flowers hung overhead like a celestial tapestry, petals brushing against the air like the soft notes of a melody. The altar was a stage set for their vows, flanked by towering columns that seemed to stand as guardians of their love. As the ceremony began, a hushed reverence settled over the venue, as if the city itself had hushed its usual clamor to bear witness to this moment. Emily, radiant in a gown that seemed to shimmer like moonlight, walked down the aisle with grace, her heart racing in rhythm with each step. James stood at the altar, his eyes fixed on her with a mixture of awe and adoration. Their vows, exchanged with quivering voices and hearts full of promise, were a testament to the depth of their connection. As they spoke of shared dreams and unwavering devotion, the room seemed to hold its breath, the silence punctuated only by the tender words that filled the air. With the exchange of rings, their love story was etched in gold, a commitment that transcended time and space. As they were pronounced partners for life, the air was filled with a chorus of cheers and applause, a joyful acknowledgement of the love that had united them. The celebrations that followed were a whirlwind of laughter, dance, and heartfelt toasts. The city that had once been a frenetic canvas of activity now stood still, as if in reverence for the union that had unfolded in its midst. Under the starlit sky, the city's lights sparkled like a million constellations, casting a magical glow on the celebrations below. The night was a testament to their journey, a journey that had transformed strangers into soulmates, ordinary moments into extraordinary memories. Emily and James's wedding was not just an event, it was a chapter in a love story that continued to evolve, a masterpiece that would be admired and cherished for generations to come. And as the night waned, the city whispered its blessings, a silent acknowledgement of the love that had transformed its streets into a gallery of emotions and dreams. As the years flowed like a river, Emily and James's love continued to grow, deepening into a bond that had weathered the tests of time. Their journey was a testament to the enduring power of their connection, a connection that had transformed from the initial spark of attraction to a flame of unwavering devotion. Life's joys and challenges were woven into their story, like threads of contrasting colors that added depth and richness to the canvas of their lives. With each triumph, their celebrations were shared as a team, their victories sweetened by the knowledge that they had each other to lean on. And in the face of adversity, their unity provided a shelter from the storms that occasionally raged around them. Emily's art, once an intimate reflection of her thoughts and emotions, gained recognition that spanned beyond their city's limits. Galleries displayed her work, and her pieces found homes in collections across the world. Her creativity continued to evolve, each stroke of her brush a reflection of the love and experiences that had shaped her. James's architectural marvels stood as a testament to his dedication and vision. His designs became not only structures but also stories, narratives etched into the city's fabric. His creations spoke of resilience, innovation, and the beauty that could be found in the marriage of form and function. Each building was a reflection of his love for his craft and his commitment to creating spaces that enriched lives. Their love story, with all its chapters of growth and transformation, became an inspiration to those around them. Friends and strangers alike looked to Emily and James as a shining example of what love could be, an enduring force that brought out the best in each other. Their relationship was a reminder that amidst the chaos of life, amidst the cacophony of daily existence, love had the remarkable ability to create beauty and meaning. People would often seek their advice, asking how they managed to stay so connected and strong after all those years. Emily and James would smile knowingly, their eyes reflecting the journey they had shared. They would speak of communication, understanding, and the importance of nurturing each other's dreams. But above all, they would emphasize the power of simply being there, a steadfast presence in each other's lives. As they walked hand in hand through the streets that had witnessed their love story's inception, they marveled at the legacy they had built. The city that had once been a backdrop had now become an integral part of their narrative, a setting that had witnessed their growth, their trials, and their triumphs. And as they looked into each other's eyes, they knew that their love story was far from over, that their future held countless more adventures, challenges, and cherished moments yet to be written. In the heart of the bustling city, where skyscrapers reached for the heavens and the tempo of life seemed unrelenting, Emily and James's love story had become a living testament to the power of connection. What had begun as a chance meeting had transformed into a profound bond that transcended the confines of time and circumstance. Their love was a melody that resonated through the bustling streets, a harmony of souls that had found their counterpart in each other. With every glance exchanged amidst the city's chaotic rhythm, they communicated in a language that went beyond words. Their connection was an anchor, grounding them in a world that often seemed to spin out of control. As the years unfolded, their love story became a legacy, a story to be told and retold, cherished and passed down. Friends and family saw in them a mirror of what they aspired to have, an enduring love that had grown from the seeds of a chance encounter. Emily and James had cultivated their relationship with tenderness, nurturing it through the seasons of life, until it had blossomed into something that was nothing short of extraordinary. Their tale was a reminder that the grandest narratives often sprung from the simplest of moments. Their initial meeting, brought about by rain and fate, had led to a connection that would forever change their lives. It was a testament to the power of authenticity, the purest of hearts meeting amidst the backdrop of life's complexities. And as they walked through the same streets that had witnessed their story's inception, they felt a sense of reverence for the journey they had undertaken. The city's hustle and bustle no longer seemed overwhelming. Instead, it was a backdrop that had held them, nurtured them, and allowed their love to flourish. Each corner, each building, each raindrop that had fallen on that fateful day was a part of their story, a part of the legacy they would leave behind. Their love story, like a tapestry woven from the threads of shared experiences, became an inspiration to others. A reminder that amidst the chaos of life, amidst the challenges and uncertainties, love had the power to create something beautiful and enduring. Their legacy would continue to echo through the city's streets, a reminder that even in the most bustling of environments, love could find its way, transforming ordinary moments into an extraordinary journey.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Write a comment what you think about this story. See you soon.